Hello everyone, welcome to Manchester United News. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel before the news. Predicted Manchester United lineup versus Arsenal, 3 changes. Manchester United will be aiming to return to winning ways when they host Arsenal at Old Trafford this afternoon. The Red Devils are currently 3 points behind Chelsea and Newcastle United, who are 7th and 6th respectively in the league standings. Both of those teams have a superior goal difference too. United must beat the Gunners to stand any chance of qualifying for Europe next term. The Red Devils have a brilliant home league record against Arsenal with just 1 loss in 16 seasons. A victory today would dent the Gunners' slim prospects of winning the league. Andre Onana has played every minute of the league campaign in goal. The Cameroonian star has had a mixed run of performances, but continues to remain the undisputed starter under manager Erik ten Hag. In front of him, it could be the same defense from the loss to Crystal Palace. Diogo Dalot could line up at left back with Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back, where he is most comfortable operating from. Scott McTominay is available after a brief knee issue, but Ten Hag could continue with Casemiro and Johnny Evans in central defense, considering they have had more training sessions together. McTominay could instead start in one of the defensive midfield roles alongside Kobbie Mainoo. Christian Eriksen is expected to be dropped to the bench on the back of multiple underwhelming displays. Further forward, there could be a couple of changes. Bruno Fernandes missed his first senior game through injury on Monday, but the captain has been deemed fit to face the Gunners. He is set to line up from the number 10 role ahead of Mason Mount, who is injured again. Alejandro Garnacho should switch to the right wing with Marcus Rashford back in contention after an injury of his own. Rashford will return on the left wing with Antony dropping to the bench. The 26-year-old has had a fine spell against Arsenal with 4 goals in his last 3 games. Rasmus Højlund is guaranteed to lead the line with Anthony Martial, yet to make his comeback. His physical presence could be key to unsettling Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba. This is expected to be Manchester United's starting 11 today. What is your opinion on this? Do you like the starting 11? Manchester United need to make convincing offer to sign Gleison Bremer. Manchester United need to make a convincing offer to sign Juventus centre-back Gleison Bremer this summer, according to Corriere Torino. The Red Devils have been following the Brazilian star for some time, and they could make a formal approach to sign him in the coming weeks. Bremer has a €60 million release clause active from June 2025, but there is a verbal agreement between his agent and Juventus to sell him for the same price this summer. Corriere Torino now report that United are admirers of the former Torino man. The Bianconeri would hardly say no to a convincing offer from the Red Devils. The Serie A outfit have plans to reinforce their midfield with Teun Koopmeiners and Ederson on their radar, and they would benefit from the exit from Bremer. United are preparing for the departure of Raphael Varane when his contract expires this summer. The Frenchman is currently the 2nd highest earner in the squad, and the hierarchy have opted against triggering an extension clause to keep him for another year. Manager Erik ten Hag may want an experienced centre-back in his prime to replace Varane. Bremer would be an ideal acquisition with his physical and aerial presence. The 27-year-old is also good with the ball at his feet, likes to make clearances and does not shy away from tackles. He would be a quality addition to the squad. Corriere Torino don't specify what a convincing offer would be, but we believe the Red Devils could secure his services for an overall package of around $45 million. Bremer has his sights on playing in the Premier League. United remain a lucrative destination despite the fact that they have not qualified for next season's Champions League. Thomas Tuchel comments on his future amid Manchester United links. Erik ten Hag is under increasing pressure to keep his job at Manchester United following a disastrous second campaign at the club. The Dutchman's impressive first season feels like a distant memory, with the mood at Old Trafford going from bad to worse with each passing week. United's deteriorating form as the season has progressed has only increased the pressure on Ten Hag, with United failing to make it into the Champions League next season. The Reds do, however, have the chance to save some face, as they could win the FA Cup in the final against Manchester City in 2 weeks. Ten Hag's future will, however, remain up in the air for another couple of weeks, and that has led to links to Thomas Tuchel, who will depart Bayern Munich at the end of this season. Last week, the former Chelsea manager insisted that staying at Bayern is not something that he is considering, fueling rumors that he is being considered as Ten Hag's successor. Now, speaking ahead of his final week in charge of the German Giants, Tuchel has commented on his future, admitting he will think about the steps going forward. "I have no idea. "I will think about things in peace," he said on the official Bayern Munich website. "Things have been clear since February. I will take my time. There's been no discussions with other clubs." The 50-year-old's comments suggest that there have been no advances made by United just yet, but time will tell if that changes. Ineos have not publicly commented on Ten Hag's future either, and it remains to be seen whether he is in their plans going forward. Erik Ten Hag willing to repeat transfer pursuit to sign Barcelona midfield Maestro. Now it seems Frenkie de Jong is ready to accept a move away from Barcelona. Well, that is according to Spanish media. Every man and his dog is aware that Barcelona have had to offload players as they struggled with their finances. That remains the case at Camp Nou, and questions are being asked over whether this will be de Jong's final season at the club. Despite failed attempts to sign the former Ajax man, de Jong decided to stay in Spain, which led to United signing Casemiro from Real Madrid. Casemiro's days at United are numbered, and he may be off to Saudi Arabia in the summer. Meanwhile, de Jong continues to get linked with a move to Old Trafford. Spanish outlet Mundo Deportivo claims no matter where Ten Hag ends up next season, he will once again make de Jong his #1 priority. Speaking to Gary Neville for Sky Sports recently, the Dutchman confirmed his midfield plans had he acquired his #1 target. Barcelona fear that de Jong's current deal will expire in 2026, so the 26-year-old may look to run down his contract to secure a free transfer away. It remains to be seen if United are prepared to make any advances on de Jong this summer. We had egg on our faces after failing last time. The saga dragged on for an entire transfer window as a result. Sofyan Amrabat set for busy summer after Manchester United loan ends. Sofyan Amrabat has been a massive disappointment since joining Manchester United on loan from Fiorentina. I have tried cutting the Morocco international some slack because he was introduced to English football after being shoehorned into a left-back role. He could be excused for below-par performances at left-back, but I honestly don't think he performed any better when asked to stay in midfield. An observation I made at Bayern Munich away this season was that he runs like a guy trying to trip himself up. Overall, he is just too slow for the pace that English football is played in. United paid an initial $8 million for his loan, as per Sky Sports. That now looks very steep, especially in light of spending limits. Amrabat has failed to start a Premier League game in 2024, and it is almost certain that United will not trigger his $21 million release clause. Marcel Sabitzer was better, and we got rid of him to bring in Amrabat. According to Italian media outlet Tuttosport, Amrabat's agents are seeking a summer move away from Fiorentina once the loan deal at United expires. Milan are thought to be interested in the 27-year-old, and I couldn't care less so long as he leaves Old Trafford. It is understood that Amrabat does not want to return to Fiorentina. That could make for a busy summer, but it remains to be seen if any Premier League clubs will be interested. Amrabat has taken a reputation hit, and Fiorentina will be annoyed that his sellability has diminished.